That sweet purr that you hear is not my heart fluttering with joy, but rather the air conditioning, because it's warm. Although, I must say, I don't want to jinx it, but this summer has not been that hot. Relative, okay? Everything is relative. We're here at the drugstore, and I don't know what we're going to encounter, because it's been a while since I've been in the drugstore. In the past few times I have gone in the drugstore, it's not looking so good. Okay, it's not looking so good. We're gonna hit up Walgreens. You can't see it, but I'm wearing a very summery green, almost vacation style dress. This is new from Shea Moisture, the 100% virgin coconut oil daily hydration body wash. So coconut oil is actually really good for atopic dermatitis. I mean, some small studies support the use of it as a moisturizer. And shea butter. So bathing is a delicate balance when it comes to dry skin, because it actually helps to bathe, of course, to hydrate up the outermost layer of the skin and to exfoliate the buildup of dry, rough skin texture. And then when you get out of the shower, it's like put the moisturizer on. It really works well that way. But you can stay in there too long if the water's too hot, or you're using way too much body wash, especially if you're leaving body wash residue behind. Then it becomes an aggravating factor. Y'all, this is also new. We have an illuminating massage oil with sungi mushroom. Now, that's interesting. It is scented. Oils are relaxing to massage onto the skin surface, but aside from virgin coconut oil, which we just talked about for atopic dermatitis, they're not really that great at moisturizing. Definitely nowhere near as good as petroleum jelly, but some people like them. They're primarily acting as emollients to soften and help gently exfoliate dry flakes. Here we have, though, a virgin coconut oil daily hydration body oil, soften and restore skin. This one is olive oil, jojoba oil, and coconut oil. Then we have a lavender scented one, and we have an olive and green tea. Now, green tea does have polyphenols that can help ward off oxidative stress, and some studies suggest that green tea extracts, due to their polyphenols, applied topically, it may actually help ward off some sun damage. Woohoo! This looks new as well from Shea Moisture, the raw shea butter deeply moisturizing shea sugar scrub. And they have the African black soap, calming and clearing mouthful, man, I can't say that. Shea sugar scrub. Man, say that 5 times fast. That's really challenging. Check out my review from many years ago about African black soap. I'll go over the ingredients and a little bit about how it's used. But sugar scrubs, they do offer an avenue for mechanical exfoliation of rough and bumpy skin, dry elbows, dry knees, but you can't overdo it. These Tree Hut ones, they work well. I've been using that gummy bear one, but man, the one I've been trying out is really strongly scented. That being said, those of you Tree Hut fans, is the peach sorbet as delicious as it sounds? Because I might have to try something peach sorbet from them. Is that the only peach product they offer? Is the sugar scrub? Also has these body scrubs. Theirs, in my experience, because I have tried them out, are a lot messier. The Tree Hut sugar scrub nicely like rinses down the drain, right? Like once it mixes with the shower water and you're rinsing it off the skin, it's not like this residue all over the place. This stuff, on the other hand, is a little bit more gloopy. Oh, what do we have over here? What do we have over here? You know, this crew was like, now this, Olay. Y'all are always cooking. I guarantee there's gonna be a niacinamide up in here. Vitamin B3, what'd I tell you? They love niacinamide, and I get it, you know, it's good for the moisture barrier. This also apparently has BHA, aka salicylic acid. Is that true? Yep, there it is. So salicylic acid, niacinamide, I would say that mambo combo and a mechanical exfoliant, good for dry elbows, dry knees. It says that these have pearls, which interesante. Don't know what the pearls are. If they're real abrasive or if they're the kind of mechanical exfoliants that deform nicely on the skin surface to minimize irritation. I'm kind of intrigued by these scents. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not. Guava and coconut. I really want to buy this. I've never been more strongly compelled to buy an Olay product slash a mineral scrub in all of my years on this planet than I am in this moment, holding you guys in the palm of my hand here. Oh, Olay's got a new bar soap up in here too. Not a good angle at all. We are squatting on the ground here. Okay, we have Ultra Moisture and we have Age Defy. Imagine what could be in those if only we could reach through the plastic. Look who it is. Billie originally dipped their toes into the personal care industry with their razors and quickly discovered that that alone was not enough to sustain them as a business. I imagine they needed to dabble in more body care products to keep people coming back. Now, Cotton Cloud could be good, or it could be Tide adjacent. Retinol in a body wash has the potential to actually work, to remain on the surface of the skin, to do what it needs to do. But, you know, retinol and skin folds can be irritating, so it is a little bit of an up in the air in terms of, is that the best way to be delivering retinol to the skin in a body wash? Not that it can't be deposited on the skin, but like, do you really want it in your armpits? Do you really want it behind your knees? Could be irritating in those areas. This one, on the other hand, I am intrigued by because I love all things oat milk, oat kernel oil. I'm always begging for more oat this, that, and the other. Thank you, Aveeno, for your existence. But ceramides as well deposited behind on the skin. This does have fragrance. Now, looky here, you guys. Billie is not putting thiazolinones. That's not what they're doing. Nope, they are not. They're doing phenoxyethanol. Very low risk of allergic contact dermatitis. Not impossible, but nothing like thiazolinones. Nothing like thiazolinones. Walgreens is charging $9.29 for those a piece. Buy one at $9.29, get one 25% off. So you could wonder if you can mix and match. Buy the retinol one and the oat milk one. Olay Indulgent is on sale for $10. What is going on over at Old Spice? Why is this cute little tiger munching on an apple here? I mean, what was the inspiration behind that? I feel like a lot of the Old Spice artwork is like trying to go after some sort of yo-ho-ho and a barrel of hay type tattoo inspiration, but I don't know. Just sitting here having a healthy snack. I get it, crisp orchard scent. It just, I don't know, makes me giggle. And then this Krankengard, they should come out with a comic book or something. I have to say, I like the branding on this line. The Fiji Moisturized Deep Sea and Timber. It's giving very much like Treasure Island, right? And I also like the look here. Now, Old Spice, is Old Spice a Procter & Gamble? Yep, show is. So this is kind of like the man's version, and by man's I just mean solely based on marketing and scent, of the Olay body washes. Like, the brains behind them are shared. You know, I did have the opportunity earlier this year to visit Procter & Gamble in Ohio, and I learned a lot. Like, they're hard at work. You would not believe what goes into their R&D behind the scenes. I was like, wow. I was really impressed. So they're not messing around. Like, the kind of testing that their products go through is like, this is interesante. Not to mention the history of the brand. If you missed those vlogs, you missed out. You need to go back. You need to go back and tap on into that, because there's a lot of learning for you and for me. I learned a lot. I don't know everything, okay? But I do know this. Now I mentioned this, where were we? I can't remember. Aquaphor. This is petroleum jelly, okay? It's more occlusive than Aquaphor. But one thing people need to try with this is when you get out of the shower, pat the soaking water off, you know, like, oh my gosh, the water's running down my leg. Pat that stuff off. So they're just a few little beads of water and the skin is like damp. And get yourself some petroleum jelly and smear it all on your skin. And it kind of turns into this creamy type cream, right? A little bit of a different experience. I love using it that way. And the Walgreens version is a little pricey, if I'm being honest, $5.49. But today, it's on sale, 20% off, and that means it's $4.39. But we don't have a Walgreens version of the little mini though. And this is handy. This is handy because you ever get a hangnail when you're out in public? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Put a little dab of this on there. It'll kind of help to seal it in place. If you have a hangnail, why have you not watched my video on how to deal with that? Because you're just making yourself miserable, catching that on everything. I give a tip in there that will blow your mind, and you'll never be bothered by them again. And you'll be like, learned this from Dr. Dray, and here I am. I've been on this planet for 50, 70 plus years, depending on your age group. And I never knew that I could do this and not suffer so much. You're welcome. Here we have, I have not seen Walgreens attempt to dupe this yet. This is one from CeraVe that's relatively new. I reviewed a while back that I really, really like. I really, really like. I'm kind of hoping that CeraVe gets a little bit more experimental in terms of, we need a lip SPF from them, don't you guys think? I think I begged for that earlier this year, and instead they gave us 2 more cleansers. Like, we got face washing down. Y'all, look who has been cooking. Lightly scented. These Lubriderm body lotions are pretty good. I've not tried this new scented one. Oh wait, move over. They didn't just come out with the lightly scented. They also came out with, made it by us, fragrance free as well. Yeah. They're like, we know that weirdo is going to come in the drugstore and whine about the scent, so might as well get ahead of the game, and they did. Pro Ceramide, Panthenol. These are good. There's this one, which I've not tried. I'm not sure it's really a game changer though, as far as like, what did this really change up in comparison to this one, which I've used this. This is good. I've also used the fragrance-free daily moisturizer. These are good, but they go on a little streaky, if I remember correctly. It's been a hot minute since I've used those. Was Lubriderm the brand that, like, back in the 90s used to have the alligator in their commercials? I seem to remember that. I think, unfortunately, Neutrogena is discontinuing these pure screens. I'm hoping that they come out with them again and rename them and basically put them in a better bottle. That's what I'm hoping for, because I love these. They're way too expensive here. On Amazon, I want to say they range anywhere from, like, depending on the day, 14 bucks to 18 bucks. But they're really nice, and they're water resistant, if I remember correctly. Yeah, water resistant. They have, I want to say 5 shades altogether. They're really good. Really, really good. Check out my video about tinted versus non-tinted sunscreen. What are the advantages of tinted over non? Because I break it down there. Earlier this summer, I did a big SPF focus. Wow, it's actually focusing. I did a big SPF lip balm video earlier this summer, and I still reach for this a fair amount. It is flavored, which, you know, flavorants and SPF lip balms are potential reasons for dry, chapped, irritated lips. But I actually really like the flavor of this, and it kind of makes me want to keep reapplying it because it's fun. I love that it's SPF 45. That's a really good SPF for a lip balm. A lot of them are, you know, sometimes even 15. Chemical sunscreen, water resistant. Yeah, that's been great. Kind of pricey here, $4.49. I think you can get it for less on Amazon. Recently I did a video on anti-aging tips for the hands, and I mentioned, the need for attention on moisturizing, and I called out this one. I really like it, from Gold Bond. It's really hydrating, but it's not greasy. Great one to keep in your bag. Oh look, Burt's Bees has one in their aloe and rice milk sensitive line. This line is pretty nice. Burt's Bees is a brand that you don't really hear people talking about too much anymore. Like, they're not real aggressive with marketing these days. Is it just me? It's another one that I really like. The Norwegian formula, fragrance free. Hope they never discontinue that. That would be like, I don't know, a sacrifice to their brand, because that's one of the OG products from Neutrogena. EOS has an Ultra Derm hand cream. EOS is kind of blowing up right now as far as popularity on TikTok for their scented body lotions. But they have a fragrance-free body lotion that I reviewed a couple of years ago and really liked. This is a scented hand cream. So be aware that the scent could be a culprit in contact dermatitis. I wonder how that performs though. Like Walgreens has any new dupes compared to the last time I was in here. The Radiant Facial Sunscreen is a dupe for Glow Screen, and then the Invisible is a dupe for the Unseen Sunscreen. This is an option for those of you with KP on the cheeks. It's also great for comedones, aka blackheads and whiteheads. Good for hyperpigmentation, seborrheic dermatitis. I have never used the Walgreens one, but the Paula's Choice one is really good. I did not really care for this Youth to the People Superfood Gentle and Antioxidant Cleanser. It was a little bit too salad in your face adjacent for me, if I recall correctly, but they have a Walgreens version of it if it's your holy grail. Walgreens has Halloween decor out already and fall decor, and it's cute, if I do say so myself. Although y'all know how I feel about gnomes. Whoa, a headless nutcracker? Okay, that is diabolical. What if the backstory on these is that, like, they're reject Christmas nutcrackers where the head somehow got messed up, and they're like, well, we have all these extra bodies, let's just paint them black and make them headless and charge the same price at Halloween. This kind of thing I think was popular last year on Pottery Barn. It looks like something people were all excited about. That was really expensive. Then we have a sweet little ghost mug here. This looks fun for candies. Do people put out potpourri anymore? I always found potpourri to be a bit underwhelming, but oh, these are cute. I like these. The little nerdy ghosts. They light up. They're ceramic. We've got some napkins and plates. Then we have the little birds. This one's dressed up like a turkey. This one has a little sweater on. That little tail is cute. Those are pretty. This little ghost is sweet for the front yard, like by your front door. Then there's a light up pumpkin. There's a Mickey one. Then there's this little ghost with this ghost dog. That's cute. A light up witch's hat. Oh, wow. I don't like these at all. Like the skeleton cow. No thanks. I really don't like the skeleton dog. Or the skeleton cat. A little too creepy for me. I have the candy corn and autumn mix candy out. Wow. It is early. These are the Reese's Pumpkins and Ghosts. Out already. So I mentioned this before and in recent videos, but if you weren't aware, aluminum antiperspirants, first of all, put them on at night. They work the best at night. And you really don't need to do like multiple passes back and forth and back and forth. That's another reason why I think some people end up getting irritated by it. Now, some people who have underarm hair, they will end up doing multiple passes, or they will end up having issues with antiperspirants not working because they may end up not getting the product onto the skin down into the sweat glands. If that's you, use an antiperspirant gel. Gels go into hair-bearing areas much more readily. Speaking of gels, well, it's calling itself a styling glaze. Last night I showed you guys how I've been using the smoothing serum, but tonight I did that little I learned it on TikTok, yeah, I know, for putting the hair gel on dripping wet hair in the shower. I did that with the Paul Mitchell Clear fragrance-free styling glaze light hold. This product is so interesting because I put it on in that way, and then after I get it all over the strands, I wring out the excess water. I think people do it that way to help with their curl pattern, but I'm just trying it out that way. And I've done it all sorts of ways. I've tried it many different ways, and it ends up working out well pretty much every way, but I like the soak in one way. This is a wide tooth comb I like to use. It's from Drunk Elephant. It's not on their website anymore. But the Paul Mitchell Clear line also has a wide tooth comb. This one is good. It has some kind of antimicrobial coating on it for whatever that's worth, but it's a little too wide tooth for my hair. I prefer this one. So I just comb through. Now, if you have curlier hair, I can see you combing your hair out in the shower while it's got conditioner in it. I know a lot of people with curly hair end up doing that, but that would not work for me. So this is what I do. It holds down these little crown wispies that pop up, but at the same time, it doesn't weigh down the hair, make it crunchy, make it look like it has a bunch of grease on it or product. It works really well, but like I said, it doesn't feel crunchy. The hair is actually soft with this on. Anyway, I just take my hair and do the little twist, and so I've got that product in there, and what it's going to do is it's going to work and give that little twist time to incubate there, and my hair will remember it a little better tomorrow. So I won't go to bed with my hair in a twist like this, as I explained last night. I'll take it down before I go to bed, but by that point it'll be completely dry. And when I wake up in the morning, I just comb it a bit, and it'll be a lot more uniform as far as that little wave. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this Paul Mitchell line. Although the shampoo and conditioner, they're fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I think for what they are, they're a little too expensive. Like 20 bucks a piece, that's $40. As opposed to the CeraVe Gentle Hydrating Shampoo, which works just as well for me, okay? This is like a little under $10 for a much larger bottle, and I have the conditioner in there too, and that's also less than 10 bucks. So a lot more cost effective, and it works well for me. But the Paul Mitchell one, without a doubt, is really good too. Anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this vlog today and that you're having a fantastic weekend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!